According to the Gaza Health Ministry, at least 32 Palestinians, including 13 people seeking humanitarian aid, were killed on August 14th in Israeli strikes across Gaza. The attacks come amid an intensifying humanitarian crisis, with 4 additional deaths reported from malnutrition. Medical sources told Al Jazeera that 8 people were killed in an Israeli airstrike on a residential building in Gaza City, and 2 others died in an attack on the city's Turfa neighborhood. These latest casualties come as Israel escalates its operations in Gaza. The Israeli Security Cabinet has approved a plan to seize control of the city. The move, however, has been met with international condemnation, including from the United Nations, and has reportedly drawn concern from within Israel's own military ranks. Al Jazeera's correspondents on the ground reported that large parts of northern Gaza have been reduced to what they describe as lifeless wastelands. For many in Gaza, the threat of further displacement is becoming unbearable. Walaa Sob, a widow who was already displaced from Beit Lahia to Gaza City earlier in the war, told Al Jazeera,
"We're afraid to move anywhere else because we have nowhere to go, no income, and I am a widow. If they want to force us out, then at least find us a place. Give us tents, especially for the widows, the children, and the sick. You're not just displacing 1 or 2 people, you're displacing millions who have nowhere to stay."
The mother Hamdan added,
"I am a mother of 5 and the wife of a detainee. I cannot escape with my children from one place to another. I would rather face death here in Gaza City than go to Al-Mawasi."
Al Jazeera's senior political analyst Marwan Bishara called Israel's plan a terrible escalation and warned that it signals Prime Minister Netanyahu's intent to reoccupy Gaza militarily. From a humanitarian standpoint, the consequences could be devastating. Mohammed El-Masri, professor at the Doha Institute for Graduate Studies, noted that many families have already been displaced more than 10 or even 20 times over the course of the 22-month conflict.
They are starving, in addition to all that Israel wants to empty the Gaza Strip, and it wants at least all the land from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea.
Meanwhile, efforts to restart truce talks are reportedly underway. 2 Israeli officials told Reuters that Mossad chief David Barnea is in Qatar for discussions aimed at reviving ceasefire negotiations. But even as diplomacy is explored, the humanitarian situation continues to deteriorate. On August 14th, over 100 international aid groups accused Israel of obstructing the entry of life-saving aid into Gaza. While Israeli officials have stated there are no restrictions, Al Jazeera reported that most major NGOs have been unable to deliver a single aid truck since March 2nd. Natasha Davies, a nurse with Doctors Without Borders in Khan Uni, told Al Jazeera,
"We've had a couple of trucks in, but really, it's just a drop in the ocean. We run primarily a trauma surgical hospital, and every patient has a wound that needs supplies we only intermittently receive. It's just a humanitarian catastrophe. There are these GHF sites, which are slaughter masquerading as aid, which create mass casualty incidents, which create more injuries for us to treat with limited resources."
Meanwhile, health officials are sounding the alarm over widespread malnutrition. Dr. Munir Al-Bursh, director of Gaza's Health Ministry, stated that 40,000 children under the age of 1 are malnourished. 250,000 children under 5 face life-threatening hunger, and 1.2 million children under 18 are now living in severe food insecurity. As of August 14th, the number of hunger-related deaths has reached 239, including 106 children. At least 1,881 people have been killed while seeking aid since May 27th.